All right, let's connect it up. Everybody, June 9th. Fear discussion, Walking Dead, Walker Stalker, bunch of things here. So let's talk about it, guys. We're going to be back next Sunday as well. But today is June 9th, 2019. Thank you for joining me this live stream. It's a little windy, a little crazy out. You'll hear the wind chimes going in the backyard. You also may hear the doorbell ring as I'm getting a package for my wife coming through Amazon. So that may happen as well. So hopefully it would be here before, but we'll see. And we'll go for about an hour. Today is June 9th, 2019. Going to talk about Fear the Walking Dead comic stuff, Walking Dead news, Walker Stalker stuff, maybe a little Animal Kingdom, maybe a little probably Stranger Things. It'll come out next month, and I'm excited to see how it goes down for it. But spoiler warning if you're catching it on the replay. We're going to talk about a bunch of things. UFC 238 was last night too, so if you saw that. NBA Finals going on as well. But we got a bunch of things here. So thank you for joining me. Dirty Kenzo, Boyd, Nick, David, Mark, and a bunch of everyone's joining now. So we'll wait for a little bit more before we get started because it takes a little delay here. So hopefully the live stream connects and it's all good and everything is good here. So like I said, there's some storms coming through. We're finally getting some rain here in the Tampa Bay area. Cool it down a little bit. So, hey, Janet, we're going to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 as a whole. Definitely Season 5, Episode 2. And it's interesting, well, Talking Dead as well, because it's not on tonight. So a lot of people are like, what? No Talking Dead until either the, got it for Mark. Hopefully Mark's feeling all right. You know, my man Mark there. He's been going through some stuff, so hopefully he's doing okay. Daniel, your boy Odom, here we go. So a bunch of things. So Francis from Texas. So we got a lot of stuff going around in the hopper because it's June 9th, 2019. Filming's underway for The Walking Dead Season 10. Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 is going strong. I thought the episode was good. The first episode was good. Was it great? It was okay, but it was good. It was definitely good. It's not on the great scale, I wouldn't say, but it's a good start to the season. Season 5, Episode 2, if you have AMC Premiere, it was on Friday. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing that the entire season, but that's kind of cool. I don't have AMC Premiere, but got the synopsis, the breakdown, the kind of summary of the episode from the Spoiling Dead fans, and it sounds okay. It sounds pretty interesting what's going to happen this episode. It's a nice setup episode. I'm still waiting to see Dwighty Boy because I think he can make the show great. Morgan, Dwight, is it going to be interesting for this season? I hope so, right? I hope it's something that keeps our interest. It keeps us going for it. So Walking Dead filming is going strong. There's been a bunch of different things about filming lately. I know they were filming at Alexandria and some night shoots. The word is that they're filming out of order, but I don't know if that's true or not. The trailer should be at San Diego Comic-Con. That's in a month. I think it's July. It's either the Friday or Saturday of the convention, San Diego Comic-Con in July, either 18th or so. So if that Friday, let me look it up on the computer here. If we're going with July, I think the convention starts the 18th of July. So it'll probably be the 19th of July for the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. So hopefully it'll be interesting to see some information about Season 10, maybe the Whisper of War, maybe this, maybe that. Who knows exactly how it's going to go down, but I'm excited, and a lot of stuff's been going around too. So as for Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 2, we're going to meet another new character. So we met the 3 new characters of Max, Dylan, and Annie, and then we met Logan. So we met 4 new characters in the Season 5 premiere. We're going to meet a new character tonight, Grace. So we're meeting another new character. And Daniel's coming back, so that's crazy. I like Daniel. I thought Daniel was a great part of the Fear the Walking Dead first 3 seasons. And I like to see that interaction with Strand, how it's going to go down. And we'll see, hopefully he saves the day or helps out at least, or does something of interest. Does something interesting for the show at least, right? And I think Daniel will. We'll see if he survives. If he doesn't, we're going to meet Skidmark, which hopefully we get a reason for that name for the cat. Skidmark is the cat. I wonder why he's named that. Hopefully that's answered because it's kind of a little different name for it. You know, I have a cat named Milo. My wife has a cat named Callie. And I don't know, they seem a little more cat names too, you know, but some people name their cats different crazy names, human names, people names on there as well. So thank you guys for joining me today, June 9th, 2019. We're going to talk about a bunch of variety of things. You can always ask questions in the top chat. Super chats are always welcome. Donations to the Patreon page, just being connected with us, it goes a long way. Even $1 a month goes a long way. You know, that's $12 a year. And if you get enough of those people donating, it goes a long time, you know. And I'm excited to see the future of this channel continue on and on and on. Now, a lot of people, let's talk about the season 5 premiere of Fear the Walking Dead, because it was pretty good, right? Set up some things, had the whole thing connection with the helicopter people, the symbol. Is it connected with the Commonwealth? Georgie, something entirely different? I don't know. We don't know because we didn't really get much of it besides Althea finding a symbol out of a pouch with a bunch of papers and some map overlays and what they could be for a town, a city, bunkers. We're just not sure. But I'm interested more and more and more. Will it connect directly to Rick? Maybe. Now, the time jump, time frequency, timeline does make a difference because if you remember, The Walking Dead, when Rick was still alive, season 9 started with a 1.5-year time jump. So there's a 1.5-year time jump from episode 901 to 905, Rick's last episode. Then at the end of 905 into 906 was a 6-year time jump. So will Fear the Walking Dead connect with The Walking Dead? I doubt it. But Fear the Walking Dead season 5, episode 1 started with a 4-month time jump. So let's call it 5 months, 4 months, 5 months. When are they going to make up the other year to 13 months over the season? I think they will. I think they'll make it a better connecting point to Rick, Jadis, that part of the timeline, not the exact timeline of The Walking Dead right now. So will that happen at the very end of the season? Will that be at the mid-season premiere, mid-season finale type thing? Could be, because the mid-season finale for season 5, which is season 5, episode 8, is titled, Is Anybody Out There? And that's an interesting thing because that's what you say over the radio. Hello, hello, is anyone out there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, right? Something like that, broadcasting live over the air. It's trying to reach people. So are they trying to reach more people? Are they trying to reach people in other states, cities, areas? Are they trying to reach the Commonwealth people? Are they trying to reach people in Ohio, Pittsburgh, somewhere like that too? You know, I don't know, Colorado in the house. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm excited to see where it goes. It's a good stepping point and a good, connecting point there. I don't believe that Fear the Walking Dead will connect with The Walking Dead, because Scott Gimple said that they're going to be two different entities. You got Fear, you got The Walking Dead, and you got the movies. I think it connects with the movies. Fear the Walking Dead connects with the movies and the helicopter people versus The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead doesn't need Fear. Fear needs help in a couple areas. That's why they brought Morgan over. They brought Dwight over, probably connecting with the movies, and I think that's what it's going to be. And I know some people are kind of ticked off that some people don't watch Fear the Walking Dead, but it's the Walking Dead universe, so it could be good, right? I think it could be good for us to connect the dots with it, and more Walking Dead, the better. I don't see it as a detriment. I don't think it's a detriment to the Walking Dead universe, Fear the Walking Dead now, because it's kind of connecting more and more and more. So I think it's pretty interesting to see that possible connecting point with the movies, not so much the show. So, Mark, Bri, is it me, or does Fear the Walking Dead seem to be going a little fast to try and merge the two shows? Well, I just kind of answered that. I don't think they're trying to merge the two shows. I do think that Fear is trying to connect with the movies, and I think that I would like to see Morgan connect with Rick in the movies. That would be kind of cool. Remember, Morgan was in the pilot episode. Morgan was a big part of the start of The Walking Dead. He's kind of spun off into his own world in Fear the Walking Dead. He's a little annoying to some people. His ideology, philosophy, mindset, whatever you'd like to call it, does rub people the wrong way. It's a little up and down. It's a little much. It's a little annoying. It's a little all over the place. And Morgan is a little preachy at times, right? Which I don't really like. I like badass Morgan. I like martial arts style Morgan. And if he can kind of be a little more of that and a little less teacher, philosopher, but I don't know if what they're going to do with the characters because we just don't know. Are they in Texas? Are they in Mississippi? We're not really sure exactly the state they're in. The one outpost was in Mississippi, but they're not at that outpost. They left and they drove somewhere. So are they getting closer and closer to the East Coast, the Midwest towards Ohio or so? I don't know, because it's interesting to see what they want to do, but I'm interested and it's got my interest for sure. Walking Dead filming hasn't been much besides studio work, studio filming. Some green screen stuff is what people are posting from Instagram, from the crew of them messing around. I'm not sure what it actually means, but if there's a green screen, I'm going to think that it's something to do with a bunch of walkers, a bunch of part of the Whisperer War, some sort of fire that they can't actually safely put around there, or maybe the boat sequence that they're coming up. Hopefully you've seen the news about them going back to Jekyll Island. Hopefully that they'll be there, in a couple weeks, and hopefully we'll have some good pictures and information about that too. So, Mark, you're welcome for the answer and the reply. Hope you're feeling better. Hopefully you'll just get some rest. I would stay a little elevated, try to prop yourself up. But if you get some, rib irritation, that can probably cause some of the coughing. I read some of your stuff before I came here, so I just thought I'd answer it on here. And I'm glad you can make it, and hopefully you're feeling better too. So, everybody, today is June 9th. It's hot here in Florida. Hopefully it's not too crazy hot where you are. The storms are coming through the Midwest to the south, to the northeast on there too as well. So we're finally getting some rain here in Tampa Bay, and we need it. My lawn needs it. My area needs it too. So hopefully your lawns aren't getting destroyed like mine is. But we got a lot of stuff in the hopper going forward. Stranger Things is less than a month away. I'm very, very excited for that. Hopefully season 3 is better than season 2. I thought the best season so far is season 1. Hopefully it gets good, but it's something interesting as well. I haven't seen any movies. I haven't seen John Wick 3 or Aladdin or anything like that yet, but I've heard some decent things about it. I know that Avengers Endgame is approaching more and more on the bubble to beat Avatar, and hopefully it does, because I didn't really think Avatar was that great in my opinion, but we'll see if Avengers Endgame can do it. So I'm interested that. What else we got? So we got Fear the Walking Dead tonight, or if you watch it on Friday, and then we'll have a couple weeks Stranger Things. Animal Kingdom is on Tuesdays or Wednesdays whenever you watch it on demand. I watch it on demand actually, and I'm not sure that what's going on with some other stuff. Let me see. My Fight for Us book series is going strong. I got book 10 still going strong. My wife just read it. And she liked it. She loved it, actually, and she let my input. She edited it for me. And so then I got to go through and edit it again. I'm also writing the first prequel book of the series. And I'm hoping to get that done later this year, maybe November or December. And I'm going to try. I'm still on pace for book 10 to be out in October. And it could be a little earlier. It could be a little, the early part of October. I'm going to try the first week of October for us. So, but yeah, John, Fight for Us, the book series. Hopefully you've checked it out. John Rod, it'd be pretty cool. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see how it goes down. Jimmy Dio's leaving. I don't know what's up with the connection. Again, we're having storms here, so the internet connection could be a little hazy, but it says my live stream is in good health, so I don't know what it is. But hopefully you guys checked out the Fight for Us book series. I got a prequel series that will connect with the Fight for Us book series, and that's what I want to do. I want every book, whether it's a prequel series, a continuation of the story, a spin-off, anything like that, to connect with the main area, the main story. And I think that's the way it should be too. So, all right, yeah, I'm going to thank you, Dirty Kenzo. I'm hoping the connection is staying good on here too. So I'm going to go for about another 45 minutes, and we'll post your questions, super chat, top chat, all that good stuff too. So let's talk about Walker Stalker a little bit, because It's just one of the things is that Walker Stalker, Fan Fest, Heroes and Villains, they're conventions that kind of merge together to be the same thing. Walker Stalker and Fan Fest, for those who don't know, is a convention that is kind of geared towards Walking Dead. It's a convention for horror, TV shows, I guess some movies, but predominantly Walking Dead fans go there. And I've been to several Walker Stalker conventions. I've been to Atlanta 3 times. I've been to Orlando, and I've been to Nashville. So I've been to 5 different Walker Stalker conventions, and I've been to 4 different cruises. So I've been on 9 different conventions, you can say on there too. So I'm interested to see what the future of the conventions are, but it's not looking good. And if anyone has gone to a Walker Stalker convention, let me know in the top chat if you enjoy it or not. But there's been a lot of problems with people getting refunds or not getting refunds, and just it's not working out financially for a lot of people. And I was thinking about it. I just made a video today about it, and Cooper Andrews, who plays Jerry on The Walking Dead, is a fan favorite. People love him. I think he's great. I recommend you to go meet him because it's definitely something that you get a chance to meet the cast of The Walking Dead. And I've met a lot of people from The Walking Dead. I've met a lot of fans. I've met a lot of PT peeps, and it was pretty great. But I'm interested to know if you've ever been to a convention, if you liked it or not on there. I've had nothing but good situations overall. There's been a little problems with the red shirts and the blue shirts and the lines and trying to have organization and stuff on there too. It's just not that run. It wasn't run that well over the several conventions that I was at, especially Atlanta was kind of crazy. And Cooper Andrews, who plays Jerry on The Walking Dead, recently posted on his Instagram that he's not going to any more FanFest Walker Star conventions. He's not going to New Jersey, that's this month, and he's not going to Nashville and Atlanta. He's not doing anything for the foreseeable future. And the only thing I could think of is because he's not getting paid. Because really, you got it made in the shade if you're a celebrity at a convention. You're getting paid to be there, hopefully, right? You're getting paid to be at your booth. People come and meet you. They're giving you cash. And it's just kind of a win-win. People get to meet their celebrities, they get to be there, and the celebrity's getting paid. So why not be great, right? So why wouldn't you go? He's going to other conventions, so it's not a point that he's not going because he doesn't want to do the convention circuit anymore. He's not there. He's not going because he's probably not getting paid is the word. There's been bankruptcy talk, financial problems. Walker Stalker has come out and said they've learned from the past and they're trying to do these things and they're not doing things really well. But they're not going bankrupt. But you don't have to go bankrupt, I guess, if you're not paying the celebrities. So I don't know if there's lawsuits involved. I don't know any of that. But if I didn't get paid, that'd be a big problem there too. I don't know if there's contracts or what. But either way, Walker Stalker is not a place that I recommend for a variety of reasons because it's just, I don't want people to go there and they don't have a good time because they're not getting to meet the celebrities that they've paid for. And if the people drop out and cancel, they don't get reimbursed. And I don't know if something happened in London or not because there's been a lot of people saying that they didn't get the refunds about it. So I don't know if it was people having celebrities drop out and then them not returning, not having refunds because that has happened before. I was going to get a picture with one celebrity. They dropped out. They returned all the money. And they did. It took several days, but it came back. And that was years ago. So I don't know what happened. Financial stress on there too. Also, Celebrity Photo Ops are the company that prints your photo ops when you go there too. If you get in line and you go there too, and you go in and get your picture, boop, they have a 8x10 photo. If you order a second one, they print another one for you, and that's it. Celebrity Photo Ops is that company that does all the photo ops that way. And Celebrity Photo Ops said they are not continuing on with the Walker Stalker for any more conventions. And I'm guessing it's because of problems with finances and logistics and whatever. So it's not good for sure. So it's a shame. But it's just a crazy thing that they can't really work it out to the best of their knowledge right now. And hopefully it continues on and they work out the kinks and they have a better financial strategy. And maybe people have to lose their job or do this or take less of the salary or what. So I don't know what the future holds, but buyer beware, just be careful of it. I've never had a problem, and I've met a lot of celebrities and got pictures with them and everything there too, been on the Walker Stalker cruise, but it just was kind of getting worse and worse and worse over the years. The Walker Stalker cruise has gotten less and less over the 4 cruises, and it was just kind of like a big difference for things there too, and it just was getting less for what you pay for on it as well too. So yeah, boy, they get paid per episode. I don't know, like, don't these people get paid enough per episode? Well, that remains to be seen, because not everybody's getting a huge contract like Norman Reedus and Melissa McBride and hopefully Denai and a bunch of people there too. Not everybody makes a bunch of money too. You would think so, right? But if you're going to a convention, that has nothing to do with the TV show and all that. It's a whole separate entity. But the celebrity, and you know who makes the most money at those? Probably Norman Reedus and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. They probably have the biggest people to be there too. They're bringing in the biggest amount of money for it as well. So they're getting paid hand over foot. It's just one of those things that it's crazy to think that the biggest celebrities are probably getting their money, but the smaller celebrities like Jerry and them might not be for there too. So I don't think that's a great question, Nick. Would you work for free? No, I would not work for free. I would work for the right, fair market value is the thing that's there too. And for some people, they charge $100 for an autograph. That's how much Norman Reedus charges. So you can go wait in a line for 2, 3, several hours to go get his autograph, to go pay for $100, and that goes right to Norman, which is great. More power to him. So I don't think it's blaming the celebrities, but if the convention is promising money to them, right? If the convention is like, okay, come, like, we'll use Cooper Andrews. Cooper, come on down. You sign up for Walker Stalker Nashville, Walker Stalker Atlanta, whatever it is. We'll give you $15,000 for the weekend, or say $10,000 a day, $10,000 for Saturday, $10,000 for Sunday. Great, right? Whoever comes to your booth, it's cash. You get to keep it, right? So if I'm promised that money from the convention people and they don't pay me, that's going to be a problem, right? If you go to the convention and you know what you're signing up for, and they don't honor that contract or honor the agreement, they're the ones to blame, not the celebrity. It's the convention people. So I don't think it's the convention guests. It's the convention. If they can't pay them, then I wouldn't be going there to use them anymore too. So it's a shame, because a lot of people, this is the only way to meet them. It's a good way to meet the celebrities on there too. And a lot of them, it's affordable. Also, I have only had general admission passes. General admission, you can get buy one, get one. You can get buy one, get 3. You can get a lot of deals that are going on throughout the day, right? Or through the deals for just to get in the convention. And it's just a general admission pass, and that's all I've ever paid for. But they have VIP passes, gold passes, and platinum passes. All these different things. They are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get a piece of plastic around your neck to get inside the convention, to get, a different line to the celebrity, a much direct line, a faster line. They have a VIP. They have general admission, VIP, and then gold or platinum passes there too. And they have paid thousands of dollars for that stuff. It's crazy to think that. And every person that has a gold or platinum pass pays thousands of dollars for the convention for the weekend too. And there's a lot of people that do that. So that's a lot of money coming in. And of course, you have to pay for the venue, probably the people that are selling food and the other exhibitors and everything there too. They have to put in, money. They have to pay for it. And they're paying the Walker Stalker people, then the merchandise and all that stuff as well. And it's just crazy to think that if they can't pay everybody, that's crazy poor management for something to be done. Again, I don't know all this stuff, but you can see Angel Theory did a Facebook Live, and she talks about it a little bit. And she knows better than me, because she's a celebrity that's there too. So, and if you look at Cooper Andrews, what they're saying, and there's other people that are dropping out because they might not have been paid for several conventions. So I don't blame the celebrities. I don't blame anybody but the convention if they can't pay them. It's just a shame. It's just definitely a shame for it too. So I just don't know if, it's going to last. I don't know if another company is going to come in or what. But it's a great way to meet a lot of celebrities too. And most recently in Nashville last year, you could have met Madison, Troy, Chandler Riggs, Strand. Was Alicia there? I don't think Alicia was there. But, June, a bunch of people were there. Althea, I don't think Althea was there. But, a bunch of people from Fear the Walking Dead were there. Chandler Riggs was there as well. It's kind of crazy to think that all these celebrities were there and you had a chance to meet them. And it's a great thing for that. And I just kind of wish that they would hopefully pay them right. But it's crazy to think that Cooper's dropping out and a couple other celebrities are dropping out. But people get added all the time. If you go look at FanFest or Walker Stalker's website, you can go see that Chandler Riggs will be there. Luke will be there. A bunch of people from The Walking Dead will be there too. And most recently, they just signed up. So something's working for them. Something's going right. But I don't know if they can't pay certain people. They're trying to do this. You're trying to stay afloat. And that's a dangerous game to be there too when you're trying to pick where you have to pay. But it's tough to have a business. It's definitely tough to have a business there too. So I don't know what the future holds. It's a shame because in theory, the conventions are great, but just the management or, actual production of it is just being tougher and tougher. And I don't know if they tried to cut expenses or if the money was coming in and people were spending it like it was easy. But this is a business, and that convention's been going on. Walker Stalker has been going on for over 5 years now. So that's a great business time. But I don't know what the future holds for The Walking Dead because I don't know if people are watching it as much, if they're going to the conventions, and if you've met the celebrities a couple times. Like if you've met Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Norman Reedus and Chandler Riggs and a couple people here there too, it's like, do I have to go and meet him again? Maybe, but once you've kind of gone, do you go again? But a lot of people go every year, and it's kind of a thing to go, and it's interesting for it too. So, sorry, that was just my little talk about Walker Stalker, and it's interesting as well too. So, Cindy, doesn't Walker Stalker have to pay the convention centers where the venues? Of course they do. You have to pay as much as you can for that. You're renting out the venue, so you're renting out the giant hall in the George something World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia, and then you're setting out the Music City Center, and then you're renting out this one all over the place. So you have to pay for that too. So I don't know how much it is for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Saturday, Sunday, but it's a lot of money to rent out a place. It could be, I don't know, $10,000 for the day. So it could cost you $20,000 plus for the rent. I don't know if that's how much it costs for the renting out the venue, but it costs a lot of money for sure. That's just, an example. So if you do that, then you got to pay all that back. You have to use your costs to pay for that too. So, but you would think that they would have the management down to do that. But big sexy Q&A, is Daniel back tonight? Yes, he is. Daniel Salazar is back. He will be actually seen in the opening minutes of the episode. We'll see Strand. We'll see Skidmark. We'll see Daniel Salazar. And you'll see they have like a setup around the front door. You'll see like the roadblocks, the concrete block, and the walker hits it and then lands on a spike or a piece of rebar or something that's there. And it's a good design, but you should have better designs there too. Like you'll see where Daniel Salazar is, and he's in kind of like a warehouse thing. They have boats and cars and trucks and RVs and all this stuff there too, right? And you're like, why don't you have a better setup there, like barrels or something, heavy barrels of something around there, so it kind of funnels out and has the spikes sticking out too. Like if you have a big old warehouse, you could put some heavy stuff that the walkers can't get by, right? I mean, I don't know, but does it make sense all the time? No. But we're going to hear the idea of nuclear reactors kind of melting down. And that's a great idea in a zombie apocalypse. Well, I guess it's not a great idea, but it's a great point. Because if people lose power, if, we lose the ability to run dams and power grids and nuclear reactors and wind farms and whatever, solar panels or whatever, it's interesting because that would be a big problem. Because if nuclear radiation starts to fill up the atmosphere and the land and the water supply and everything like that too, the survivors are going to have a tough time. And that's something that's definitely a problem if that is not controlled. Now, the lady we're going to meet in the episode tonight is not really doing that much about that, but she is kind of trying to combat the whole nuclear walker situation too. So is that the situation with the nuclear walkers? Is that the big thing that opens up the world there? Or was the walker from the helicopter pilots, was that the big walker that opens up the situation, a connecting point in the universe going forward? Could be both. Could be just one or the other, but I like to think of it there as well. So, yeah, I'm excited to see Daniel. Daniel is one of my favorite parts. Still no word about seeing the Whitey Boy this episode. I don't think it is. That's the word that we have too. So Google me. Who else is waiting for the Whitey Boy? Me. I am definitely want to see how it connects and how it is. But we're coming up on the second episode tonight. And then we got 14 more episodes. I believe they're filming episode 515 now. So we have 515 and then 516, and then they're done filming. So they should be done filming Fear the Walking Dead in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at the most, would probably be done for Fear the Walking Dead. So they'll be done by the end of June for filming of Fear the Walking Dead Season 5. It'll be done. It should be a wrap if all goes well per, weather and other situations, but it should be good too. So I don't know how to say your name, but what if Rick sees his brother in the movies? Answer, please. Well, there's been no connection with Rick's brother on the show, and really the comic, besides that one minor issue that was done for Rick's brother that was in Paris or something, I guess, and that has no connection with anything. So if you don't read the comics, that is kind of a dumb point if it's not a connecting point there too. And we're going to talk about the comic in a second. Don't worry about that. But it's interesting to see. Hopefully you guys are comic readers. It's been spoiled all over the place. It came out Monday for the issue that came out Wednesday. It came out Tuesday. It dropped early and a lot of places got leaked about issue 192 for sure. Boyd, Q&A. Do you think Daniel could possibly be connected to Logan? I don't think so. I think Daniel was kind of just surviving on his own. I would mind seeing Daniel being connected to Logan. That would be okay in my book. I kind of want to know what happened with Daniel. I would personally like it if Daniel was connected with Walker and Crazy Dog. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen because there's been no word if we're going to see the two Native Americans of Walker and or Crazy Dog again. Even though they were going north from the dam in Mexico, we don't know where they went or where they've been, but that would be pretty cool to say. Logan, I think, is just connected with Polar Bear, and I don't know if we're ever going to have a connection with that character or not. But I kind of hope they do something with Logan and make him be kind of a smaller, watered-down version of Negan, because the Denim Factory is kind of like the Sanctuary if you look at it. It's a factory. That's what the Sanctuary was. The Sanctuary is pretty big. The Denim Factory is pretty big. They have a bunch of cots and beds and things set up there too. So I don't know if Logan wants to be kind of that type of dictator leader, but he just wants what it was hid. He's on the deed, so he was just trying to take back what was his. Is he that much of a villain? I don't know. But he's got back his property there too. It's like if you left your house, right? Zombies were coming in. You're like, we got to get out of here. Oh, my goodness, I'm out of here. You're gone, right? You go to some shelter. You do something that too. Zombies have kind of cut down a little bit. It's watered down a little bit. There's kind of a little bit here and there, sprinkled a little bit. But the zombies aren't that big of a deal. You're like, all right, I'm going to go back to my house. You go back to your house, and there's people living there. You're like, whoa, you're going to get out of my house for a second because this is my house before the zombie apocalypse happened. This isn't utter chaos where you could just take whatever you wanted here, right? There's got to be some order. Get out of my house. And that's what I feel like Logan has done. Is that a wrong thing? I don't think so. But could he be a terrible character? Sure. He could be a nice guy that's trying to be there. But The Walking Dead has villains. The governor, Shane, the governor, the Claimers, Terminus, Negan, villains for days. Fear the Walking Dead, not so much. And the recent ones that they had, Martha, terrible. Right? So I don't really know if they want to do that. The Vultures, terrible. Let's get somebody pretty good on there. We need a good villain. So what's up, Jeffrey Morrow? What's up? Tommy Griffin Jr., what's up? Janet Person, Q&A Brian, do you think Logan will be developed into a darker character? Well, I kind of answered that. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I kind of wish he would be something, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. I kind of want there to be some, substance to it. I want something that's going to grow and be part of the story. I want to see what's the story with the Whitey Boy, the radioactive walkers, the helicopter people. There's a lot of things that were introduced here. Well, not even. Dwight somebody wasn't even introduced, even though I think he's the one with the decapitated heads and the walkers that are chained together or tied together. I think that's Dwight. I think he's been doing that. So, because it takes me back to the Walking Dead connection. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, Gary Page, QA, is the timeline the same in both shows? Well, yes and no. The timeline is less. The Fear the Walking Dead is not to the current timeline as of season 9. It's only been 4 months since the end of season 4. So I'm not sure how much time passed because Morgan left at the end of the war. The all-out war was done. Morgan left a couple of days later or whatever, right? And then he got to Texas and then Mississippi and this. But then there was a 1.5-year time jump at The Walking Dead 901. So at the end of Fear the Walking Dead season 4, there's been about 4 or 5 month time jumps. So I'm not sure if we're going to catch up, but it could. A year time jump is nothing. You could do that in the second half of season 5, or it could end that way too. Maybe it could be, and I hope so, right? I hope so. So, Google me death predictions for this season. So do you want death predictions for Fear the Walking Dead or The Walking Dead? I've already given them for The Walking Dead. My death predictions are Ezekiel, Rosita, maybe Father Gabriel, Rachel, if not Cindy, a couple Oceansiders. I would assume Alpha and Beta definitely get taken out. And maybe Beta gets a hold of somebody or what. But maybe one member of Magna's group, which probably would be Kelly, I would think. Or maybe Luke. But we'll have to see if they go that way or not, too. So my death predictions for Fear the Walking Dead, I don't have any because I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think it's going to be Morgan. I don't think it's going to be Dwight. I don't think it's going to be John. I don't think it's going to be Alicia. Could it be Daniel? Maybe. I don't think it's going to be Strand. Althea, no way. She's a connecting point all day. June, maybe. Luciana, maybe. One of the kids. What if it's Dylan, who's Cooper Dodson, was Major Dodson, who played Sam. Could be Dylan goes to. Maybe he gets bit the same way, like season 6 of Sam. Let's see what you got for here. Tommy Griffin Jr., you think Rick crossover with Fear the Walking Dead? I don't think Rick's coming to the show and Rick's going to be a part of Fear the Walking Dead now. Rick's going to be in the movies. He's not going to be on a TV show anymore. I don't think it's going to happen that way. I think Fear the Walking Dead goes to the movies. I think that's the only way they cross over. I think that's making sense. Nick, Q&A, Brad, do you think we will see Sherry at all this season of Fear? If we do, it'll probably be the very end. That might be how the season ends. Sherry might come out of the darkness or the distance or open a door and be like, hey, Dwight, done. On to next season. Could be that way. I think they would drag it out beyond belief, and I think that's what they'll do. Mario the Third or Mario 3, Q&A. What about Daniel episode about what happened after season 3 this season? I would love to see a little bit of that. I know he's going to talk about that a little bit. Strand and Daniel are going to talk about the dam, and Daniel survived somehow, but they didn't really show how they left the dam and how they met in season 4. So it's like they're kind of just glancing over stuff. They're not really giving anybody answers. So if you've watched, season 1 through 3, and then you jump to season 4 and you're like, whoa, what happened here? This is a totally different show. What's going on with this? It's kind of like they're not really doing that too. So T-Ray, when's the new spinoff? No news exactly about that, but I would assume they'll start filming either later this year or early next year for the spinoff. There's been no news. I would assume we're going to get a lot of information in Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con in July. Hopefully we'll get answers about maybe a little Fear of the Walking Dead, but The Walking Dead Season 10 with the trailer, we always look forward to that, and then the spinoff for that, and then the Rick Grimes movie. So I would assume The Walking Dead stuff will be answered in San Diego Comic-Con in a month, And hopefully we get more and more answers about that too. Antonio Nistich, do you think Negan will start a new community on TV series and on comics? I don't think Negan's going to start a new place on the show, but the comic stuff, I don't know what they're going to do, because the big stuff, hopefully you've heard, and read about issue 192 of the comics. If you're watching on the replay, spoiler warning. I'll give you a little time if you want to leave for spoiler warning for the comics, so they don't want to ruin it for you. But 3, 2, 1. Issue 192 came out on Wednesday, and it was the last Rick Grimes issue. Not to say that he won't be mentioned again and talked about again, but Rick Grimes is gone. The future of the comic is clearly Carl. Maybe Negan will be a bigger role for sure, and I think Negan is going to be seen next issue at the farmhouse, I think it's called, farmhouse. And he's going to be a bigger part of the comic going forward. I don't know what that means, because the villains now are Sebastian, Pamela Milton, and I'm not sure what else they're going to, what the future of it is. But we're at issue 192, and to make it to issue 200 will be, 8 months from now. So we got 193 next month and beyond there too. So 200 is not for several months away. So I think that's going to be a big issue. They're going to have, the Negan issue next, and then we're going to meet Officer Kapoor after that. Whatever that's all about. I don't know if that's going to be some craziness, if it's going to make sense or not, but Negan is going to be the face or a face of the Walking Dead comics going forward. Do people want to read that? Do people want to see that? I'm going to watch it. I'm going to check it out, but I don't know if it's going to be that great. Now, the fact that Rick is gone and he's not coming back sucks. I'm going to read the issues. I'm going to continue on with it. And Carl's going to be, the future of the franchise and future of the comic. A lot of people thought he was the future of the show until that didn't happen. I kind of hope Judith is the future of the show now, which would be cool because, Kaylee is awesome. And I think Judith can grow into a great character. And I hope Kaylee Fleming stays in that character for a long time and does a great job. And I think she definitely could. But I don't know if it's going to be that way. And would you want to see the Negan, be the situation for it? So would you want him to be the main character now of the show, or to show the comic? Well, I guess the show as well too, because R Perez 34, hey Brian, not sure if you touched base on this since I just joined the live stream. What do you think of the Walker drone theory? I don't know what that is. The Walker drone theory? What do you mean by Walker drone theory? I don't know that. I don't know where to go from that too. So someone likes Black Summer. Good for you. Q Gary Page. If you like zombies, have you seen Black Summer? Great show. Oh, that's why you like Black Summer. I don't really like Black Summer. It's just not for me. It's just a little too much. Mark, Bry, I might be jumping ahead a bit, but which comic are you looking to purchase? The regular one or the white cover that I've heard might be rare? The paperback one, the regular one has Carl on the cover. The white variant has a blank cover that you can draw whatever you want on it. Is kind of the design of it. And there's a latest one that came out for a reissue of the kind of in memory of Rick Grimes. Yeah, kind of like in memoriam of it. It's like red and it's, but did it really say 2003 to 2019? I can't remember when a year it was, but I think it's a new cover that's there too. So we'll see. Tommy Griffin Jr., you think Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead going to connection or be together? I don't think so. I don't think Fear the Walking Dead and this show come that, because Scott Gimple said they're two different entities. They're two different things. And it's one of those things that they should be different shows. They should have that. They should have some connecting points, but the 100% connection probably won't happen on it too. So, as for Guzman, hey, One Eye Bry, have you ever seen the show Dead set in Netflix? Is Big Brother meet zombies? I have not. So what's the show called? Dead? It's just called the show Dead set in Netflix. So is it Dead Set and it's on Netflix? Is Big Brother meet zombies? Is it a comedy? Is it like Big Brother? Do you mean the government? I don't know. I haven't seen that. I might have to check it out. Dead Set. No, I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to check it out. It's on Netflix right now, I'm guessing. Hopefully, right? You got... yeah, I'll have to look into that. RPRS34 about the Walker drone theory. I don't know. I'll have to look in. I don't know what that is too. So, what you got here for that? Skid Mark will cross over to The Walking Dead and form a relation with Dog. We will have calling it Skid Dog or Dog. That's pretty funny, Paul. Mario, what do you think about the soldier connecting Fear the Walking Dead to helicopter people? In my opinion, helicopter people are a secret group since the soldier that took Althea also took body of dead soldier with him. I agree with that. I think it's part of the government or a crisis management group. CRM, Janet is, I believe, some people were calling it crisis relocation management or something. I don't know. It's something crisis management team. And I like that idea about it too, because I think it's a great thing that they have kind of a secret government thing. And I think that's pretty important in a zombie apocalypse. They're going to have some zombie apocalypse team that the government is going to want to rebuild or keep things together. And, my friend Eric on Facebook said a big thing. That guy or girl in the helicopter outfit that zapped or tased Althea could have just killed her, right? But then, we would have lost Althea, but he has a non-lethal weapon. So that's kind of interesting that they had that, because this person could have been, geared up and ready to go. And I'm not sure if this is the infancy of this group or it's just one part or sector of this group too. But I like the idea of CRM being crisis management or some crisis regional management or something, or relocation or something. Thank you, Paul. Says we do a great job, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate it as well. Oh, man. People just bunch of things here. Pantera 1959. Any opinion on The Walking Dead shutting down Georgia film because of Georgia's? Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. That's their whole thing. If they want to stay, great. If they want to leave, that's great too. I'm not going to get into that whole debate of what's right, what's wrong on there too. But business is business. Politics is politics. And sometimes this gets in the way of that until people do all that. But you can't be mad if people stay in Georgia to film stuff, because if they want to do that, then let them film there too. This, the studio is there. Tyler Perry Studios is there. Their studio that they bought, AMC. So I'm not going to weigh into that. That's what they want to do. If they want to film there, great. If they don't, I'm sure they'll film somewhere else, because that's their thing. I'm not trying to get into, a big debate on what's right, what's wrong, what's this, what's that. But it's a big thing that people are trying to draw into. They love to have this come up every so often. Every have this and that and this thing. And when politics are trying to do certain laws and stuff like that too, it's like, oh, man, I'm not a big political guy by any means. I have my own views, my own opinions, but I also respect other people's decisions and the way they are, and that should be the way it is. And I do not want to preach on other people and say they're right or they're wrong for that too, because I don't really go into all that stuff too. I'm not a big fan of telling other people what they should do about it from other people's standpoints, because it's like, who's right and who's wrong about telling that too? I don't know. It's just a whole big debate, but I hope The Walking Dead and, Pinewood Studios and everything can continue making good shows, good movies, good everything's on there too. I hope everything is just going good for that too. So, yeah, Matt asks, whoa. What about controlled radiation management? Could be. They could have that too, because they're kind of around a nuclear reactor stuff, and maybe they were trying to do that. There we go. Could be the radioactive thing, because we're going to see that's a big thing tonight in the issue. So we're going to meet Grace. She is a woman trying to single-handedly get rid of the nuclear walkers. Some of them will be burned, some will be this, and hopefully we'll see it all connect there as well. It's kind of a setup episode. It's kind of a building episode. From what I've read, I haven't seen it, but I'm excited for tonight's episode. It should be pretty interesting for it, and I love talking about it. I love talking about a bunch of things and everything there too. So, Eye in the Dark 2, TWD. So, if you haven't followed Eye in the Dark 2 on Instagram, give her a follow. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of sharing Instagrams with people and being a part of it too. Smug Orange is Cooper Andrews. Big Bald Head is Norman Reedus. There's a lot of people on there too, and it's a good way to connect and to continue on for it too. So Mario 3 Q&A. Also, Walker drone theory is that helicopter people, soldiers, are actually zombies, but have chip in head, which makes them do commands. So, man, that's a good theory, and that's kind of a thing that I'm not going to give anything away by any means, but man, that's someone reading my books, because man, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of things being connected in a way like that in zombie land, having zombies being something to do with the government. I don't believe that's what's happening on the show, but I'm talking about my book series, so you never know. Spoiler warning for Fight For Us. Check it out, Amazon.com. 9 books now. But yeah, so there's a lot of big things going around for it. I'm excited to see the different theories if they're coming there too. And Kevin, are you looking forward to the new spinoff? I am. And my idea of the spinoff is that it's going to be someone or some part of a group that we've already been part of there too. I think that it would make sense if it was Oceanside's people. If 2 people, because they're 2 women protagonists, and what is a big community that has women? Oceanside. What are we seeing a little bit more of this season? Most likely Oceanside. What's going to be the spinoff from? Maybe Oceanside. I don't know. I don't know if it's Oceanside, but I just see 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together. But Oceanside is something we're familiar with. They haven't really been that big of a big part of the show. We've seen a little bit here. We've seen a little bit there. I wouldn't mind it being that too, if it makes sense. Maybe they leave Oceanside, or maybe they left at the beginning and maybe they come back and maybe the spinoff always connects with them. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's something totally different. But it's just an idea, a theory, hypothesis for sure. But I am looking forward to it. But I was also looking forward to Fear the Walking Dead. And that let me down. I wouldn't say tremendously, but it was a big letdown there too. Grape Tomato Girl, howdy from Ranchero Penasquitos, San Diego, California. Sorry so late, Home Depot morning. Hopefully everything's okay there, Grape Tomato Girl. You're out of San Diego? Pretty awesome. I've always wanted to go there. I know someone hit like the Powerball. It was 1 ticket out of San Diego. Hopefully that was you, Grape Tomato Girl. That would be amazing. But I'm on there as well. But yeah. See, Boyd liked Fear the Walking Dead, and that's good. That's definitely a pretty cool thing. If you like that, I just think it could have been done in a better way, in a different thing, and it just could have been done in a little different, bigger fashion, especially with the main character and everything there too. But it is what it is, and I'm not hating on the show by any means. I just kind of wish it was a little different. In my opinion, I thought it could be done in a different way too. So, Kevin Rio, it would be cool if it was Judith and Gracie from The Walking Dead as the main characters for the spinoff. I would love that too. If Judith has her own show and it's Kaylee Fleming and it's a good thing and it's a good actress and it's a good story and it's a good writing and it's good this, I'm down. Man. Sign me up. I'll watch The Walking Dead 3, whatever it's called. Because that's the what it's right now, Walking Dead 3. Because you have The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and what do you call it? What do you call the spinoff, right? I don't know. So Lydia and Cindy. Could be. I just kind of hope it's good either way, It's just interesting as well, too. So, yeah, I don't think you're right, RPRS34. Nothing is going to be perfect, and The Walking Dead's not perfect. But I can accept certain things that aren't perfect by any means. And I guess I just wish there was a little more of society breaking down of Fear the Walking Dead, the initial, and more of a different thing in my mind, And I just think they could have done anything they wanted in a way. I don't know. So, Tommy Griffin, Q&A. I love your YouTube channel. You the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not really a Q&A. That's just more of a statement, Tommy, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate those too. So, continue on for the rest of the year. It's June 9th as I make this video. We'll be going for the rest of the year into next year and beyond. So, hopefully, guys, we can hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. And it would mean a lot to me. I would say we want to hit 1 million subscribers, but 100,000 is the goal, and that's the main goal. It's been there for a while, and we got 82,000 or something. We're getting there. We're getting closer to it every day. Hopefully, you can be a subscriber if you haven't already. Tell your friends, tell your family, be a big part of the channel, and that's what I want. I like to do this together. We're not doing this alone. I'm not a dictator. I'm not a preacher. I'm not doing anything that tells you what to do, this and that on there too. I'm trying to just have a good channel that's a good environment, community feel for the Walking Dead universe. We're going to talk about other things. We're going to talk about other stuff and stuff that's important to you on there as well. We try to talk about a bunch of different topics here as well, but this is a little more Walking Dead channel than anything, and I love people who come here. And hopefully you don't see it as just a spoiler channel. I don't like being thought of as a spoiler channel. It's an information, a community channel. We talk about spoilers, obviously, but it's information, education, stuff to talk about and, be addressing the whole facet of The Walking Dead. The show, the spinoffs, the movies, the comics, the merchandise, the stuff that's coming out here and there. It's just pretty cool, too. So, Pantera, thanks for doing this. I appreciate it. Thank you. Janet, Bri, do you think you might do some reviews of Stranger Things? I like doing them for sure, and I probably will talk. I would love to talk more about Animal Kingdom, and hopefully you checked out the show Animal Kingdom, Janet. I remember last time you were inquiring about Animal Kingdom. The first 3 seasons are on Amazon Prime, and the season 4 is out now. It's in the second episode is out, but I recommend it. It's definitely a good show, a different kind of show. There's just a lot going on in it, and I don't think you'll be disappointed in Animal Kingdom on TNT or Amazon Prime if you're there as well. It's definitely interesting for it. Mario 3 Q&A. My last question, since Fear showrunners tease we will learn a lot more of Symbol and Helicopter. Do you think we will learn about A and B, or will this happen in the movies? Hopefully we get it answered here and in the movies. A and B, hopefully we get a little more information. And if they tease it a little bit and they give a little more information, I'm down. Just give a little bit more and a little bit more, and then the big reveal can be in the movies. I'm okay with that too. So if it was a Morgan spinoff, clear The Walking Dead. Yeah, by Grape Tomato Girl. That's funny. So, something Gimple, This Way Comes will be in the title. This Way Comes will be in the title. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be like, I think it has to have The Walking Dead in the name. Like it has Fear the Walking Dead. Or like, I don't even know what you would do. Like The Walking Dead Aftermath, or The Walking Dead like subtitle. So it's The Walking Dead, I don't know, loners, or I don't know. You see what I'm saying? It would be like the title and then that. And that's what I'm going to try and do in my book series. So the Fight for Us, and it's a title. So it'd always be the title of my series is Fight for Us, and then the title of the book will be a separate thing for that book. My prequel series will not have anything of the Fight for Us name in it, but it is a prequel series to the Fight for Us there too. And then if I go down the road, I was thinking about it having a subtitle, sequel to Fight for Us in a different way, if the world and that continues on and on and on and on and on, because that's what you kind of want to be. I do like the idea of The Walking Dead being the zombie show that never ends, or what do you find out after, right? Haven't been able to find out what happens after Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, when they get to the island. Then what happens? There's a whole rest of the story. And The Walking Dead, Fight for Us, stuff like that, that's what I want it to be. That's what I love about it. I love the idea of that too. So I'm going to ask you guys this question here. Why do you like The Walking Dead? I want to know your input. Please post your answers in the chat. Why do you like The Walking Dead? Is it because it's about zombies, survival, just zombie apocalypse genre? No rules, chaos. What would you do in the situation? Is it like the attractive people that are on it? Like, what would you do? Why do you like The Walking Dead? And because I like to know, because some people like it for different reasons, and a lot of people like it or don't like it for different reasons too. So, Momo and the Funky Bunch, great name. I can hardly wait for tonight. Escape The Walking Dead. Oh, that's pretty good. That's something there too. I kind of like that. That's good, Mario. That's not bad. Walking the maybe. That's crazy too. So, thank you, Jerry, for the shout out and the good connection words there too. Janet, you gotta check out that Animal Kingdom. It's good. I won't let you down. Well, if you have time, Animal Kingdom, TNT, Amazon Prime. Rick spinoff. We are The Walking Dead. Okay, there you go. That's a little spin-off movie. We are The Walking Dead, like his comic line there. That would be interesting. So Boyd likes it because it's unique. Google Me is every character is different. Jules, no, unique because the apocalypse genre. Survival, and Alicia. Boyd likes it because of Alicia. Yes, Alicia. Alicia, which is actually her real name, Alicia Debnam Carey. Alicia in real life. And yeah, I mean, there's going to be... It's interesting because like when you watch The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead on there too, you're like, there's a lot of attractive people on here too. You know, like the guys, the girls, this one. There are a lot of attractive people. And I don't know if that would really be true in a real life on there too. But, you know, we'll see. But it's just, you know, a fictional show based on a comic, and you have to have certain on there as well. But yes, Alicia's very, very attractive on there. Jerry loves anything apocalyptic. DJ loves the survival of what you would do. Yeah. Janet have always loved horror movies. The Walking Dead is a horror movie that never ends because the show the people have to do to survive the end of days. Yeah. Exactly. See, and I like all those things about it too. And that's why I write my book series, because it's the same thing. It's like, okay, what would you do in this situation? I can just write it. I can just write what I would do or what I would think about or how the world would mess you up or how you'd think about it too and what you would do to survive and how you would protect the people you love and yourself. And then what would you do if you lost some of those people? And what would you do to try to survive? And what's more important, food or water? What's more important, shelter or weapons? You know, people or not a lot of people. It's just like, man, what do we do? What's the answer? There is no right or wrong answer. And what would be the bigger threat, people or zombies, you know, or both? I'm the Dark, top notch in getting great info to us. I know no other channel that gets reliable info as well. Plus the addition also of Austin Theories. Thank you. I'm the Dark. I appreciate it. Yep. So all that good stuff. People are good. Post at people. Yeah, exactly. People. What would you do? And I like the idea too of like you could see yourself in some of those people. That's why I like the different people. Not everybody's a Rick or a Daryl or this, but someone is, you know, a Carl or a Negan. They would see themselves as, or see them as, you know, Sasha or Rosita or Glenn or whatever. Yeah, there's all these different people that you may, or Noah, or even, you know. Hopefully you're not like a Spencer though, or, you know, that'd be terrible. But, you know, it's just could be great too. So, yeah. And I think a lot more people would be gone in the zombie apocalypse too. It wouldn't last so long, but you got to build it up a little bit there too as well too. So, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for involving yourself, being involved with the information, posting good quality content, comments, subject on there too, and being a part of it. I appreciate it. I truly do, guys. Thank you, guys. I'm going to have to stop there, but if you can, check out the Patreon page. Even a simple $1 donation goes a long way to keep us going and growing, to continue on with great content like this on the live streams. Super chats are always welcome. You can donate to the cause. You can check out the book series. It comes back to us because we want to continue this on for a long time for it, and it just takes, you know, unfortunately, some financial stuff to keep it going and growing. But thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Enjoy tonight's episode, season 5, episode 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. Unfortunately, no Talking Dead tonight. For some reason, they cut it until the mid-season finale or the mid-season premiere. So it will be probably around episode 508 or 509. I'm not sure exactly when it's coming back, but probably 508. So it'll probably be, we got to wait all that time. I'm not sure why they're getting rid of that channel, because I like Talking Dead, even though I have not watched 501's Talking Dead. But let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below in the chat. Check out tonight's episode. I'll have a review for tonight after I watch it. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories. And see ya. See you guys.